maken een reis door het zuiden van een continent in opmars. Afrika verrijst, zeggen ze. Maar hoe dan? En welke verhalen gaan daarachter schuil? 4 landen, 8 verhalen, dwars door Afrika.
How much money did you get?
$6,000. Yes.
You should not say the Klima, I guess.
Sorry?
What are you going to do with it?
I'm going to buy my inputs for the next season. I'm going to pay for the labor as well as enjoying.
Yeah?
Yeah, if you work, you have to enjoy.
$6,000 is quite a good amount.
Yeah, I'm very happy.
But are you farming yourself or your husband?
Myself.
Really?
Yes.
And how did you get on that land?
Through the land reform program.
So the government said this is where you can go. And before that, what were you doing before
I was
that?
a company secretary.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And did you make $6,000 like you do now?
No. No.
Het is bijna niet voor te stellen dat om dit lege land al bijna een eeuw strijd woedt. Ingepikt door de Brit Cecil John Rhodes, die het naar zichzelf noemde, Rhodesië. Maar zelfs toen dit land al 20 jaar onafhankelijk van de Britten was en Zimbabwe heette, was het gros van dat land nog altijd in handen van een paar duizend blanke boeren. Pas toen Mugabe politiek in de problemen kwam, werden de blanken met geweld van hun land verdreven. De geschiedenis moest worden rechtgezet.
Kijk, je hebt het kopje farmer groups. Hier staan al die blanke boeren die ik kende in Zimbabwe. Er zijn in de afgelopen 10 jaar, er waren in 2000 zo'n 6000 blanke boeren op het land van Zimbabwe. Tegenwoordig zijn er misschien nog 300-400 echt actief op het land. Heel veel boeren hebben Zimbabwe in de tussentijd verlaten. Er is maar 1 boer heel erg bijgebleven. Die had 3 boerderijen. Daar is hij, al die 3 boerderijen is hij van afgejaagd en hij is nu naar de grote stad verhuisd.
Leon!
Ja, there you are.
This is a nice surprise.
Long time.
How are you keeping?
Yeah, very good, very good.
Excellent.
And who is this?
This is my grandson.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Hello.
Caleb.
Caleb.
Yeah.
Ah.
It's nice to see you.
Yeah,
Are you
very
well?
good to see you. Yeah, I am.
Yeah, time flies, eh?
Yeah.
Hi.
And how are you?
I'm very well.
Yeah?
Yeah, you move on with your life, eh?
Yeah.
Things happen and you need to move on.
So this is where you move now. I can see you got all your goods still here on the veranda.
I tell you, if you're a farmer at heart. When we got kicked off the farm, we managed to move a bit of our stuff. So, yeah, we've made a new start, new life.
And now you're in the city.
Now I'm a city slicker.
Yeah.
Man, this is a nice surprise. This
Must have been quite an operation to get all the stuff from the farm.
It was, I had a friend who was murdered not long after. He was killed on the farm. But he gave us his big 30-ton truck. And his truck moved everything for us from the farm to here. Yeah, and I say not long after that, he actually got killed on the farm. They came in, him and his wife were sleeping.
Yeah.
And, they beat him to death.
Jesus.
She got beaten badly. Yeah. His name was Colin Zitzman, and that was terrible. It really was. But it was his truck that managed to move everything off for me. He helped me, and when he was in trouble, there was nothing we could do. Christina, Just boy bambaro, Caleb. Thank you. Say bye.
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 Bye, Caleb.
Bye.
Bye.
They also
He's not so sure.
came from the farm now?
Yes, yeah. They came with me from the farm. Her husband is my foreman. He was a foreman on the farm, and he moved, and he's still with me as well. I've had some staff that workers that work for me, very, very loyal. I looked after them. You know, when they've been through tough times, I was there for them. I helped them. At the same time, they've helped me a lot. Living on a farm, it's also their home. It's not just a place where they work, it's a place where they live. So they also literally lost their livelihoods.
This one's still running.
I've taken the head off because it had a bad knock. So this was running, but it had a bad knock. So I need to try and fix these things, and then I need to try and sell them. You know, you hang on, thinking maybe one day I'll go farming again.
Really?
But it's just taken...
After all what happened, you're still thinking I'm going to go farm again in Zimbabwe?
Well, if there's an opportunity, I'm a farmer. If there's an opportunity, I would love to go farming.
Why don't you just let it all go? Get rid of
I
it.
need- that's
Leave
what-
it behind you.
That's what everyone says. Yeah, I need to do that. I've moved on with my life. We've got another income. I've got a small business. My wife does some books for some companies. Mm-hmm. So I need to fix these things up and just get rid of them because they're just, they're standing, they're getting
So you're
old.
no longer a farmer?
No, I'm still a farmer. I'm a farmer at heart. But I'm not farming anymore, so yeah, I've got to let go. I just got in my pickup to leave the farm when they arrived, and I saw all these guys jump off the back of the pickup and come running with demos or these small axes. And I then realized that they'd come to sort me out. And I managed to fortunately get past this pickup, get onto the tar road, and I just fled. And eventually, after quite a chase, we ended up at the police station. To this day, I don't know who the main guy was. He kept shouting in the police station. He kept shouting at me, do you know who I am? Not very clear. There's one or two with the children, but nothing of the farm there. I've got some of the farm issues somewhere. Hang on, what was that?
2008 to April 2009. We're not very good in filing our stuff. Since we've got digital, we don't.
These are some photographs. That's of the dairy cattle. Maybe not very clear. This is of the beef, some of my beef cattle.
And what was that?
That
was cattle that they
Wow.
slaughtered.
That happened quite a lot when they were targeting me. The one day they poisoned all my dogs. I had five dogs, and that's how they get to you. Sheep. I had a lot of sheep killed, slaughtered, disappeared, cattle killed. That's why, you know, Martha said it and I said it as well. The last couple of years on the farm was not nice. This is the court paper that literally found me guilty of being on my own farm that I bought. And it says here, 6 months imprisonment, wholly suspended for 5 years. And during that time, I cannot commit any offence involving the Land Act. And at the end here, it says as well, he is ordered to vacate on the 27th of April. And the ruling was made on the 27th of March.
2008.
2008. So what this literally says is you've got 30 days to get off the farm. And if you don't do it within 30 days, you'll go to jail for 6 months. Now that was hard. I mean, you've got to uproot your lifetime in 30 days.
So how long have you been with the family, Tyrone?
21 years.
21 years.
Yes.
So you've seen it all.
Yes.
So do you remember when the war vets came to the gate?
Yeah.
What happened?
Vakauya kugedhe vachinetsa nenyepurasi vachida kutorera basi purasi. Ndobva vatora purasi. Ndobva vati basi ngavabve ndopakuzotanga kututa takuya kuzogara muno kutauni. But zvakatirwadza nekuti basi vaita zvedheri, kurima, zvese tichiwana zvinani. Ndobva tazoya kuzogara kuno. Vaiti izvoni vangu vachadi kuvaona mumapurasi. Takuda kuita isusu vanhu vatema.
Dit is nu het beeld. Een land vol overblijfsels van een verloren strijd. De blanken zijn weg en komen niet meer terug.
Hello. Hello. How are you?
Fine.
Yeah, I'm Bram.
Yeah,
Nice to meet you.
okay.
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Yeah, I'm Solomon.
Solomon.
Weezer.
Solomon, and you?
Tony. Weezer.
Tony.
Yeah.
Are you brothers?
Yeah, brothers.
And where's your father?
He's died.
He's late.
Yeah, he's late.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now you're doing it.
We are doing it more with my moms.
Ah,
With my wife and my
everybody here.
everybody.
And who was the former owner?
Scared,
Kid.
Scared.
Skeda.
Yeah.
Skeda.
Yeah.
That's a white guy.
Yeah.
Ah,
Sakawana ngoe njamba nje. Minda yengopiwo vanhu vatangopinda pamunda.
Did you see the white farmer when he was still farming here? Did you know him?
Mugezi wake andamvera ndambomona. Ndakatosvika atenda chandakangokwanisa kuona kuti mahache ranga aichengeta. Ndichandakakwanisa kungoona. Kutobva kwakati takatobva zvinji zvine maofisi zvekudzingwa zve. Unzi time yakwana yekuti uchirowa pasi saka takuda mundeni. Zvakaita kwese kuno kwangu singarimwe kwa iye anga asingita zvekurima. Aita zvongochengeta zveketro ranging.
Did you help with the violence at that time? Were you there?
I was not there. I was still young.
Too young.
Yeah, I'm still young.
Rangariri sangu. Tatotanga kutotema kugobora.
Is that how you're drying the tobacco?
Kusunga kuti zoona kuisa mubhani. Tiona kuipisa.
This is all yours.
Yeah.
All from your family.
Yeah.
How much money is it, do you think? How many US dollars will you make from this?
$6,000.
$6,000?
Yeah, $6,000.
And will that get you through the year? Is that enough for 1 year?
Yeah, enough for 1 year.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Buy food,
In the
fertilizer, all those things?
In a vehicle.
And a vehicle. Are you going to buy a big car?
Yeah.
What kind of car are you dreaming of?
A pickup.
A pickup.
Yeah.
So you can throw the tobacco in
Yeah.
it and your family.
Yeah.
Okay. And all those farms there, are there still any white farmers left here?
No.
They're all gone.
They were only blacks.
Only black farmers now.
Only black.
All gone.
Yeah. Not white.
De nieuwe boeren zijn vaak jong, ongeschoold, onervaren. En het voelt alsof ze hier aan hun lot zijn overgelaten. De keurmeester van de tabakscoöperatie maakt zich zorgen of hij hun oogst wel verkocht krijgt.
We have got to improve your curing. Curing you can I come and show you what I mean? Come, I'll show you. You want to go at it? Okay. Sure. The leaf shizha rako kunzoko rakanaka stereki. Shizha rakanaka and rine stem. This is iyo ndo fodya yacho. The stem. That's the fodya. But now when you are steaming, you see curing. Here. This is bed curing. Yakashata. Yakaipa. You lose out. You can even throw it, this thing away. It's now useless. But uko kumunda ranga rakaita sei rakanaka. Saka zvaunofana kuti pakukura unofana heat yako unyatsotarisa heat yako kuti yakaita sei yakaita nani. Isusu uko tinotaura kuti usararire shizha nehope, because ukararira shizha ka you produce this. Right, but what you've got to be here all the time.
Was this always a tobacco producing area in
Yes,
Zimbabwe?
it was.
Yeah?
It was. There was good crop coming from this area. A very good crop.
And is it as productive now as it was when the big commercial farmers were still here?
No. These ones are struggling. They were only given a piece of land to do it, but they don't have the inputs for them to improve. You cannot compare them with the ones who were there before. But I know he will pick himself up. If he takes the advice which I've given him, definitely he will do it.
Yeah.
Robert Mugabe, the president of Zimbabwe, has often said, I'm doing this to help the poor of Zimbabwe. I'm doing this to help my own people. When you're here, do you think he was right in that?
Yes, he's right. Because they'll pick themselves up and they'll go and they'll make it. He is taking a risk by doing this. It's only risk takers who have made it. He's taking a risk. He has started from nothing. You can even see he doesn't have shoes. He doesn't have... but he is determined.
Yeah.
He is determined. And he will make it.
Yeah.
They need some help. Melfort was known for good tobacco, for maize. There were white farmers who were doing it. There were some who would have 5, 8, 10 farms, one person having 10 farms. So he was asked to share with others and he refused. Then, with the land reform now, then it was really necessary for that person to take a piece of land from him or her, so that it would be given to others. It was necessary. But the thing is, the way it was distributed now, it was given to people who were not even interested in land, people who didn't know, people who didn't have the technical know-how. So it ended up being a mess like what it is now. It's a mess. It's a mess. It was given to the clueless, people who didn't have the clue of how to plow. But the fact that he wanted to own land. But see what it is now. It's only grass now. Sooner or later, we are not going to have maize. We were the bread basket of the region, Zimbabwe. But now, it's sad.
Maar waren vroeger slechts 6000 blanke boeren op het land actief, nu ruim 250.000 zwarte boeren. Dat is toch het verschil.
Fodya yekuti yo anonotenga uku kunyange yaitwa mudzanga azvibvunze kuti iyi fodya iri kunaka iyi ndofunga ndeye kuZimbabwe chete.
Zvibudirire takapuwa nyika iyi, takapuwa kuti tirime, kupuwa free, saka maofana kuishandisa zvakasimba. nekufara nekudada nazo. Hanzi mari vamwe amamillionaires vakawanda nevodya. Saka ichi chitiko chakanaka nekuti chiri kupundutsa isusu, chiri kutibvisa muudzvinyiriro hwemasanctions, chiri kuita kuti upenyu hwemunhu mutema hukwirire.
Nou, wat je hier ziet is de toekomst van Zimbabwe, het nieuwe Zimbabwe. Dit zijn allemaal nieuwe boeren die het hebben overgenomen van de blanke boeren die het hier tot 2000 voor het zeggen hadden. En als ik er zo naar kijk, weet ik nog steeds niet wat ik ervan moet vinden. Want ja, tussen deze mensen zit toch een aantal succesverhalen van zwarte Zimbabwanen die voorheen niet hun eigen land hadden. Die voorheen niet hun eigen inkomen konden verdienen. Wat ze nu met de tabak wel doen. Maar ja, een boerenbedrijf runnen anno 2014, daar heb je heel veel geld voor nodig. Grote tractoren, kapitaal om te kunnen concurreren op de wereldmarkt. Dus het is nog de vraag of ze het gaan redden.
Do you not want to farm for yourself?
Yeah, ini ndaida. But zvavakaita manje havana kuda kuti vati iwe wangoshanda ipapo upiwawo nzvimbo tichigara nepapapa. Vakangoti no, kana wangochishanda iwewe nemurungu wako kudai nokuti wakafanana nemwana wemurungu, muti urushandira murungu. Ndozvakaitika ipapo.
Would you let him go if he wants to have his own farm? And
Absolutely. Oh no, listen, he's been with me, but if he said to me today, I've got a farm, I want to go and farm, I would support him. I would support him because he's not one of the guys that try to steal the land or steal the farm. So if he managed to get a farm or something, I would support him 100%.
have you never talked about it?
Not really, because I don't think the possibilities are there. You know, the government hasn't said that the guys that are on the farm that should have maybe got land first, those are the ones we're going to support and give it to them. If anyone should have got land, it was these guys. Yeah. They were on the farm, they know what they're doing. They were part of a very successful operation, but they weren't given the chance. The government didn't come to him and say, Edson or Onisimu come. These two guys are two good guys. If anyone should have got land, they should have been a part of that system. It never happened. So, yeah. I mean, they suffered just as much as what we did. We're on the farm and people come and harass you the whole time at the gate and saying, what are you doing here? You need to get off the farm. And there was this one particular guy that came quite regularly. And then one day my foreman, his name was Paradzai, he came and he warned me. He said, boss, I just want to warn you, that guy's got a pistol. I'm just scared he's going to shoot you one day because he comes and talks and I know he's got a weapon. I then immediately jumped in the car and I shot off to the police station in Beatrice. I informed them. They came, they gave me some details to their credit. We came and we hunted, and at 9 o'clock that night we managed to track this guy down and catch him. He was taken to the police station. He did have a pistol on him. They held him overnight in jail. The next morning they contacted me and they said to me, we need Paradzai to come and give evidence because we believe he's involved. I said, how can he be involved? He's the one that warned me. He's got nothing to do with this. He said, boss, please, I don't want to go. They'll kill me. I said, for goodness sake, Paradzai, it's the police. I took him, I dropped him off at the police station. Late that afternoon, I got a phone call from the police telling me, you can come and fetch Paradzai. So I said, well, can you maybe just give him a bit of money or tell him to take a bus and get back to the farm? I'm in town. I'll see him on the farm. They said, no, you don't realize you need to come and fetch his body. And I mean, this was a huge shock to me. This guy had been with me. Hey, I mustn't get emotional now. We were very close. And when they said you can come and fetch his body, I realized that he was dead. I feel guilty because I told him he'd be safe. Nothing would happen. I then went to the police station and I got his body. I said to them, what happened? And they said to me, he drank poison. I said, but how can he drink poison because they locked him up. I said, how could he have drank, where did he get poison from? They said, no, you don't realize, we let him go. And shortly after we let him go, someone came and told us, they found a body, and it was his body.
So he knew.
He knew. And I was the one. I regret telling him, you're safe. I trusted the police. I went and dropped him off, and he lost his life.
Was there ever a moment where you said, it's enough now?
Yeah, when we were on the farm, I think I did say I'd rather go and be a cleaner in another country than carry on here. But, no, sorry, I don't mean to get emotional because I never think about the farm. That's why I never talk about it, because we've moved on. So, he's always a fighter, and he stands up for what he believes in, which a lot of people do respect him for that. But sometimes I just, like at the moment now, I feel that it's more peaceful. We're not traumatized. We don't have people coming to knock on our gate and giving us threats. And I used to lose my temper a lot on the farm, I think because I was under the stress. Yeah. And we've been here now just over 4 years, and it's been actually, you can't see it while you're on the farm, but once you're out of that situation, you actually realize how stressful it was.
I had my piece of land here.
And what happened with it?
Now what happened is during the land reform, when it started, the war vets, whether they were genuine war vets or what, they came to my farm and they started singing. They sang the whole night.
What were they singing?
They were singing songs that I've got to leave the farm, because the place was designed or was for the war vets, people who have been fighting the war of liberation.
For Mugabe?
Yes. So from that time I left the place. In the evening, I left with nothing.
But you're black.
Yes. It was not a black or white issue, but it was a thing done. It was disorganizedly done.
But why? I mean, I don't understand why you were a target. I thought this was about anti-colonialism.
No, the thing is, when you are doing good, they thought you are being backed by a white man. That is the mentality which was there. Wow. That's my farm, which these idiots took from me. All this. From that board, where there is a bus stop, up to going there, that's where my farm is. From this area, that's the boundary. With this one, with this pot thing, that's the boundary.
Een speling van het lot. We vinden de bezetter van zijn land op het pad naar zijn boerderij. Met een lekke band.
Auntie, don't take pictures, don't take...
Okay.
Auntie said don't take pictures, don't take...
Okay. It's okay.
Sometimes...
Okay, but this is the path to your farm?
Yeah, that's the path.
Do they live here?
No, that one is the chief of the area.
Chief of the area?
Yeah, this is related to that.
So does he know anything about what happened to your farm?
Yeah, so just working on it and then finish that thing. They said don't take pictures because they are from that area. From the top guys.
The top guys that are on your farm?
Yeah. That's the area. It's all this place from there up to there. There are 3 of these hills, 1, 2, and the third one.
So you know him.
Yeah.
How are you feeling
I feel bad.
standing on
I
your own path?
I'm disturbed inside. It's evil. It's evil that men do.
So we can't ask him to...
No, let's just go.
Let's go?
Let's go, yeah. It won't make a difference.
De meeste boerderijen kwamen in handen van oorlogsveteranen. De mannen die president Mugabe 34 jaar geleden aan de macht hielpen. De boerderijen waren de betaling voor hun steun in die onafhankelijkheidsstrijd. Maar ik heb er nooit bij stilgestaan dat niet alleen blanke boeren, maar ook zwarte Zimbabwanen slachtoffer werden van die politiek.
Is this the old tobacco floor? Is it?
This is the floor when my dad opened it in 1997.
This is 1997?
That is 1997 in this very building. Those were the farmers at the time. If you compare that to what you see now, you can see the change.
You run the show here?
Yes, I'm leading the team.
De tabaksvloer is van kleur verschoten. De tijd dat alleen blanken hier hun waren veilden, is voorgoed voorbij. De nieuwe zwarte eigenaren op de spannendste dag van het jaar. De dag van de tabaksveiling. De verwachtingen zijn hoog gespannen. Hier moet de opbrengst worden verdiend van een jaar werk. De balen tabak zijn de belofte van het land.
This is good crop. And this one again. Kupisa kwako manje counts manje. Kumunda leaf ringi rakanaka. Ona it's long leaf. Kumunda. Manje pakunopisa uko manje. Ndokunoita kuti tese ndisaite mushi.
Tengere gora pera wetenga se. Gora kumbono kunja. Uchengeta kumbo.
Zviri saise mushe ndichagireva growers repoeduka auya. Tinotinzi kunzi fodya yaonekwa sei.
You happy? Are you happy?
No.
No?
No, yes.
What's wrong?
Price is not fine.
Not fine?
Yes.
How much did you get?
So 130.
130?
Yes.
Ooh, not a good price.
Not a good price.
What were you hoping for?
Nothing.
No, what were you hoping for? What price did you want?
$2.20, $2.50.
Ooh.
It's better.
A whole year of work.
Yes.
Huh?
It's not uniform. You've got almost three different types of the tobacco in there, and unfortunately, it's a combination.
Kana uchisplita manje.
When you split,
kusplita manje. Fodya yakanaka nyaka ipo unotadziri pedyo nepedyo.
You should split very good tobacco and poor quality tobacco. They buy with the lowest price. They buy with the price of your lower quality. There's a perception that tobacco just pays. There isn't an understanding that it's about grades, it's about standard, it's about quality.
It's a good crop?
It is a good crop, yeah. This is a bit lower the quality, but as you see some of the other stuff like here.
How long have you been around here?
For 4 years now.
4 years. And is the tobacco production in Zimbabwe picking up?
Yeah, it's increasing a lot more each year. I think this year we should expect another extra 10 to 15 million kgs compared to that of last year. So, yeah, we're growing. It's good. The guys are learning to grow very well as well.
Do you have tobacco farmer blood in your family?
No, not tobacco farming. My family was cattle farmers.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Are they still on the land?
no, they've left the land. Yeah. My mother actually lives in New Zealand now, and my father passed away. So I'm just in the buying side now.
So how was that for you? Because a lot of the guys selling here went on previously white-owned farms.
Yeah, it's difficult, but we've got to keep on moving on and we've got to keep going. We can't really do anything about it, so we're just trying to get on with our lives and do what we can.
How was it looking?
Nice.
It was nice? Yeah. Is this your crop?
Yeah,
your crop.
It's my crop.
Your crop?
Yes.
Can I ask you what happened to your eye?
Yes.
What happened?
It's a bomb at Chimoyo.
It was a bomb?
Yes, attack.
When did this happen?
In 1977.
Oh, really?
Really.
And
September 23 at Chimoyo, 1977.
So what happened that day?
Rhodesian army came to attack us at etwa over there. So the jet bomb, blood and the fragment.
And were you fighting with Mugabe's army?
Yes, I was Zanna forces, former Zanna. Yes, Mugabe's army.
And what was the farm given to you, or did you go and take it?
Oh, I got the farm through land reform.
Jambanja.
But Jambanja is a war veteran. We just go there by Jambanja.
What is Jambanja?
Jambanja, by force.
With sticks and...
Not a stick, just a mouth to talk. That is time up. I want my land back. I'm from bush. That's why I get the land.
How many people were you when you chased them off?
At the time we were just... I myself as a war veteran and 42 youth.
42 youth?
Yes.
And were you just like this, or did you have weapons with you?
No weapons at all. Just ordinary, and you just go there and say, you white farmer, no one sent me to come here, but through armed struggle, it's time up now. Since 1980 until now, the war, the purpose of war was land. So these people, they are landless, so let's share the farm. He said, I bought the farm. No.
He said he bought the farm?
Yes. So you bought a stolen property. It's for my forefathers.
You feel it was justice?
Yes. Because the war I fought was a justice war, not an injustice war. I fought justice war.
Do you agree with what he's saying, that justice was done on the land of Zimbabwe?
Yes, that's the point.
But does that mean that there is no more place for white farmers in Zimbabwe today?
If it's wrong, it's wrong. If they apply to the government, they will get.
And if I want to come farm in Zimbabwe, I'm not Zimbabwean, is it possible?
Yes, possible. Possible.
Really?
Yes, because the land is for government, it's not for someone. So we need to protect it.
But despite the fact that I'm white,
no.
You wouldn't mind?
No, I don't mind.
You wouldn't chase me off?
No, we are the same.
Is that a promise?
We are the same.
Yes.
Same blood.
Yes.
Same blood?
Yes, same blood.
So the Chimurenga is finished now?
It's over.
It's over?
Yeah. Pa honde pfuti kupurana muZimbabwe hatichadi honde kana midzimu yedu haitendere hondo.
We can be friends now?
Yeah.
We can be friends?
Yes.
Land reform was necessary in Zimbabwe. I believe in this, definitely. It had to be addressed because we had an elite minority that was in control of the majority of the country at the expense of the majority that should have had access to the land. Of course, I think we could have done the process differently. I think we could have done the process of land reform in a better way, but where has it done before?
With process, you mean the violence?
Violence, definitely. It was not necessary, but I think there were also circumstances at the time which we need to be objective about. And I'm in no way condoning violence at all. We need to remember the background of land reform. The land reform program was the final stage of the breaking of a contract between the UK and the Zimbabwe government. At our independence, there was what was known as the Lancaster Agreement. And within the Lancaster Agreement, it was an agreement. It was agreed. And the Lancaster Agreement and post the War of Zimbabwe up to independence was about land. The very war that happened in Zimbabwe had to do with the few that it came to take the land from those that were on it. We were dispossessed.
I understand the history.
Yes.
But I think the issue is also, okay, if you want to deal with that, then people should be properly compensated. And in a lot of cases that didn't happen.
Yes.
It was just go and leave.
Was the taking away of land from Zimbabweans lawful? Was it legal? Was it right? Was it correct in the first place? Did the colonialists have the right to do that? To come to our land, take away our land, throw us in the poorest areas where crops wouldn't grow well, in areas which were not fertile? What is the legal basis of colonialism? What is that? Tell me that first. There was no example or no known way of correcting it the right or best way possible. And this is where we are. This is where we are. It's a change. Every time there is change, there will be things that we will criticize. But the point is, what is the spirit in which this has been done? It's all to do with people's ability to prosper.
Is your kid going to be a farmer?
No. Ndirakuti aitawo zvinhu zvakasiyana nezvandinoita.
Why?
Ndinoda kumuendesa kuchikoro. Handisi kuti agumire level yandakagumira inini. Kana ndaita mari. Ndinoda kuti aite doctor.
Where? In Harare?
Yeah, in Harare.
Away from here?
Away from here, in Karinyatwa.
Well, let's hope.
Yeah.
Huh? You work hard?
Yeah.
Your kid can go to school?
Yeah.
Yes. Let's hope for that. Thank you for watching. If you like this, please check here for the next episode or for other recommended series. And don't forget to subscribe if you want updates on upcoming new travel series.